Holy shit. Some honesty from the development side of the Call of Duty community. Holy shit. So apparently we were fooled into thinking that there was going to be some huge overhaul like World War II coming for Modern Warfare, but apparently that's not happening. Hell, I even read recently that the hardcore community is pissed off with the game. Holy shit. And, well, I do have to say one thing, though. I mean, even though I'm not surprised that this is the case, one thing that kind of does surprise me is the fact that, well, with Joe Seacock's tweet basically admitting and saying that it was all just to get attention or whatnot and it was a lie, basically kind of, you know what, on one hand I have to say, you know what, at least you're honest, dude. At least you're honest. Well, you were dishonest in the fact that you kind of tricked us and pulled a bait and switch or whatever the fuck you want to call it, but at the same time openly admitting to that, holy shit, that also takes some balls, man. And he also proved at the end of his tweet by saying bye now, or okay, bye. Oh, and bye, or whatever, however the hell he said it. It just kind of proves that, well, he is pretty much a douche, but at least he's open about it. And the thing is that, well, on one hand, I actually respect the honesty, but at the same time, it's like, really, dude? And Treyarch, with their title next year, is actually looking better and better as time goes on. Just when the community had lost all its faith in Treyarch and hated the living shit out of them, now we've got Infinity Ward pulling this off, and it's like they're going for MVP of like most hated developer right now amongst the Call of Duty community, and for their own reasons. Holy shit. So, with that being said, let's get right into the gameplay commentary as always. Alright guys, and here we go with the unedited, uncut, unscripted, uncircumcised gameplay commentary as usual. So, first and foremost, welcome back, and I apologize for not uploading for a few days, or even streaming or whatnot, and it's not because I've been busy with work or anything. As you guys know, I've had all the time in the world, but quite frankly, I've actually been busy with something related to content creation and streaming. So all I could say is that expect to see something really cool within the next, 5 days. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to keep you guys in suspense and surprise. And then after that, once that happens, I will make a video going more in depth. But until then, we've got more important things to talk about. And we're basically going to talk about how basically Infinity Ward right now is basically they're basically like cheerleaders for Treyarch right now, man, because they seem to be going for MVP for most hated developer right now in terms of, like, okay, look at it this way, man. Let's say you have a business, right? Like a restaurant or anything of that nature, right? And your customers keep on saying to you, some of your customers are douchebags, there's no doubt about it. Like, for instance, we all know that Joe Seacock is a douchebag at this point, right? Especially with that tweet that you saw at the very beginning of the video. But with that being said, does this guy deserve death threats and threats made against him or his family or whatnot, which is said to be happening on Reddit? No, absolutely not. He definitely does not deserve that. That's a huge low blow, and it's so like fucking uncalled for. So it's just like, no, he definitely does not deserve that. But the thing is, there are a lot of people, on the other hand, that have been very polite. Now, granted, I haven't always been one of those people. Now, granted, I'm not giving death threats, and I'll never fucking do that. If I ever get to the point where I'm doing that shit, I might as well just hit the delete button on my channel, and might as well hit the delete button on my Twitch channel as well. So, and just basically like just diss a fucking peer because I don't deserve to fucking be here making content and doing that shit. So that definitely won't ever happen. So you won't catch me doing that shit. But sometimes I'll be a little bit of a douchebag on my own in terms of the way I choose to communicate. Now, you guys know my style of commentary, my style of humor, my style of everything, right? So there are times where I'm going to be completely respectful as much as possible. I'm actually a very respectful person until I'm provoked in one way or another. So, or unless I'm passionate about something, or unless I just feel like changing things up, or whatever the deal is, you know? For the most part, I'm a reasonable person. So I will respectfully speak my mind, and at the same time, there will be a point to where when I see that things are starting to get a little shady or whatnot. Now, granted, I very much understand that you can't get your way in life all the time, and I'm not, I'm definitely not going to be one of those bratty little kids that's like, oh, if I'm not going to get my way, I'm just going to be annoying. No, definitely not like that. But the thing is, like, let's say you own a business, okay, and you respectfully speak your opinion in terms of what could really be improved or whatnot. If I was a business owner, I would take that to heart, and I would definitely make changes so that way the majority of my customers would be happy. Because if the majority of my customers were saying, "Hey," like let's say let's say I had a lasagna dish in my restaurant, right? Like let's say your lasagna dish is absolutely horrendous, and like McDonald's is better quality food than your lasagna. I highly recommend you change this up, or else we're never ordering this again. So, as a restaurant owner, and somebody who obviously takes their business seriously and makes money and a living and then some off of their business, guess what? If I want to continue to remain in business, and if I want to continue to profit, and if I want people to come back and enjoy my restaurant or whatnot, and if I want to continue to improve as time goes on, and at the same time make people happy, well, guess what? I will make a change. I will do something about it, especially when a good amount of people are saying that. So with Infinity Ward, what they're doing right now is they're basically saying, nope, fuck that, you're wrong. Our piece of shit lasagna that was made out of plastic is way better than fucking McDonald's or anything like that. As a matter of fact, we consider it to be 5-star, and we built it that way. And that's it. I mean, the only thing they basically haven't said was they basically haven't pulled a Battlefield yet to where, oh, if you don't like it, don't buy it. Or if you don't like it, don't play it. You know what I mean? And it's kind of too late because a lot of people kind of fell for the Modern Warfare hype train, or were like me that basically hated the beta but decided to give the game a second chance anyway. Oh man, that sucks. It really is a low blow to the fans. I mean, if you look at it from a fan's standpoint, it really is kind of a low blow. But the thing is that with them being the way they are and not making these changes, they are making Treyarch look that much better. And you know why we have another reason to look forward to the Treyarch game beyond this? Here's another reason why we have to look forward to Treyarch. You guys remember the World War II overhaul? Now, the thing is, the overhaul came too late, like 6 months too late, obviously, or less than that. It came too late. A lot of people had already moved on by the time the overhaul happened. But for the people that did stick around, or for the people that actually noticed it or came back and played it, they've pretty much praised the fact that World War II just had the biggest overhaul in gameplay in Call of Duty history. And then, you know what? They respected it. And it was done by the guy that basically was put in charge after Modern Warfare, after Condrey and Schofield either left or got promoted or got fired. I mean, nobody really knows. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the thing is that this guy right now, it's said that Sledgehammer is basically joining forces with Treyarch to make the next game. So, and this guy was the head of Sledgehammer after Schofield and Condrey left. Like, he was the guy that was basically put in charge of shit, right? So I don't remember his name right now at this moment, so I'm probably going to post it. I'm probably going to post it in the middle of the video so that way I can respectfully respect the guy. And I know a lot of you guys are probably saying, oh, this is his name, but I really can't remember his name right now. I'm kind of going blank, and I'm getting fucking old. I'm starting to forget things more as more time goes by. But the thing is, the way that Infinity Ward or any part of Infinity Ward is responding to the community, and the fact that they believe that their game is fine as is and doesn't need tweaking or this or that, and is basically closing themselves to constructive criticism at this point. And some of it is negative, like in terms of the way it's presented to them. Some people are definitely douchebags, and those people sure do deserve to a certain degree be ignored, especially like for those people that are handing death threats. I mean, those guys should just not be paid attention to, and it's a fucking shame, dude, that we have like members of the community that do that. But it's like, just shake my head, man. SMH. But the thing is, like, for the people that give legitimate constructive criticism, respectful, and some of them are passionately respectful or whatnot, the thing is, these people need to be listened to, because these people represent the community, and these people make you your money, and they determine whether or not you become a success. Because no matter how good or how bad a game is, the popularity of it determines its success. Let's be real here. That's why timing is also so important. And the thing is, if they don't do something soon, and it looks like they're not going to do anything at all, I mean, Modern Warfare is really going to die way before its time. And the fact that it's only catered to one very specific type of audience, and the majority of that audience is not really like even as much as they're not even that much of a Call of Duty audience, to be honest, because Call of Duty is a Twitch fast-paced arcade first-person shooter, and this game plays not quite like Call of Duty, and it's not built to play quite like other Call of Duties. I know that people bitch about Black Ops 4 being a little too fast-paced. I get it, especially with the advanced movement. I know a lot of people don't like advanced movement games. I get comments on here asking me, why the fuck am I playing this game? And the reason is because I enjoy it. And believe it or not, to me, despite the fact that it's a lot faster than your traditional boots-on-the-ground Call of Duty, it is more Call of Duty to me than Modern Warfare. And as a matter of fact, I will say, not just to me, I think as a fact, it is more Call of Duty than Modern Warfare because it's more arcade Twitch, fast-paced arcade shooter in the first person than Modern Warfare is. Modern Warfare is, I've said it again, it's a hybrid. It's not Call of Duty. It's a hybrid breed of a shooter. It's you know. So anyway, so at this point right now, these guys are basically being cheerleaders for Treyarch. And the thing is that this guy that I was talking about in this video that I can't remember his name, he's obviously, these guys are going to be working together with Treyarch. Now, obviously, Vaughn is gone. I guess I'm assuming so. It's apparently he's been fired. So especially with his tweet rant or whatever the hell it was. So Vaughn is gone, but granted, he wasn't really involved with Call of Duty since Black Ops 2, and in Black Ops 4, he was just involved with Blackout, and all those times in between, he was just basically the community manager, but wasn't really directly involved in the game like he was in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. So I guess you can say there's not really much of a loss there. But you got this guy from that did the overhaul, that was in charge of the overhaul in for World War II. Now he's combining he's basically in with Treyarch. So I know that he's probably not going to be in the same position, but at the same time, you never know. When you do something good and that's praised upon the community, that's a good thing, and they should give you like your credit and your position in a certain position that you may well end up being in. So. So those are just a few reasons to be excited for the Treyarch game, guys. I mean, only time will tell. I say like what, 5.5 months from now, we will find out. And you know, I still remain optimistic about what Treyarch may present to us in the future. I know that still that there are not a lot of people that are on board, but I am. And at this point, there are a lot of people that are starting to say, you know what, I would gladly take Black Ops 4 over this shit. And the thing is that, yeah, I mean, it's when it comes down to it, the gameplay has to be on par. The gameplay has to be Call of Duty. You can't go too much off base, because if you do, I mean, people want to play Call of Duty, bro. They don't want to play Battlefield. They don't want to play Rainbow Six. They want to play COD. And Modern Warfare is just too off base. Simple as that. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for this one. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I can do to make my videos better. I'll catch you guys on the next one.